Germany is the best networked country in the world in many fields, even before the United States and Singapore, according to a study by the Vngncb Global Institute. In particular, this nation's connection is most recognized in the field of industrial and trade development. Established in Vietnam for a long time, Delegate of German Industry and Commerce in Vietnam has done well in facilitating Germany and Vietnam cooperation. There are around 300 German companies operating in Vietnam, including the well-known brand names like BMW or Siemens. By the end of May 2014, Germany has invested in nearly 230 projects in Vietnam, with a total registered capital of over $1 billion. German Embassy in Hanoi announced that German-Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry will be established in Vietnam to promote economic cooperation between the two countries.
Greetings from Trang Vietnam on VTC10 NetViet. According to a recent study by Vngncb Global Institute, Germany is the best networked country in the world in many fields, and this role is vividly expressed through the operations of the Delegate of German Industry and Commerce in Vietnam. To understand more about this role and also about how Vietnamese and German businesses are connected together, today we have one conversation with Mr. Marco Vander, the Chief Representative of the GIC in Vietnam. So thank you very much, Mr. Marco Vander, for joining our program today.
Thank you.
First of all, we'd like to congratulate that Germany is the best networked country in the world in many fields, even before the US and Singapore. That is the result of one survey by the Vngncb Global Institute. So could you please share more with us about that?
So first of all, thank you very much for being here in our office. And of course, we are very proud about this position, about this results of this McKinsey study. I think it's really important for us to be one of the leaders in this benchmark ranking, because it's very important for all the German companies that they are very active in globalization and they are able to do international business. You have to know that more than 95% of all German companies are small and medium companies, and it's absolutely must for them to be well connected and to use all the opportunities today.
In the fields of industry and commerce, I'm wondering how have the German businesses been connected to the businesses in other countries?
We in Germany, we work with a network of German Chamber and Industry, and the special thing of this network is that we are present in more than 80 countries worldwide with 130 offices. And I think the special thing is that we are working bilateral. So we, of course, we are supporting German companies going to foreign markets, to foreign countries, but we are also supporting Vietnamese companies in our case, to going to Germany and to help them and to support them to do business in Germany. And I think this is very unique and it's a very important thing for our promoting network.
So in Vietnam, can you share more with us about the role of the Delegate of German Industry and Commerce in terms of connecting Vietnamese and German businesses?
So normally we have the first period is a market entry period. So the companies are coming with a special company propose. They want to invest in a foreign country, they want to source something, or they want to distribute something. And here we have a proper support service to reach these goals and to find a proper business partner, especially for small and medium companies, is the best and the most effective way to enter a foreign market, to go with a local business partner, in our case with a Vietnamese company. And that's the first step. And after they successful came to the market, we have this membership network. So we combine the German, and in our case, in the future, we hope to have also Vietnamese members, and that they can build a common network, a really German-Vietnamese business network here.
We can see that in Vietnam, some organizations like VCCI and some associations have been actively connecting Vietnamese and international businesses. Let me ask you, how do you view this work? I mean, networking.
First of all, I think organizations like VCCI are a very important partner for us. So this is from our German view, of course, that's a Vietnamese structure. Yeah, this is the situation what we have, how the Vietnamese business is organized, yeah, through organizations like VCCI. And it's very important to understand, yeah, how the Vietnamese companies are connected, yeah, and where they can also receive a promoting, a support to doing business. We supporting German companies, and we have to find and to identify the proper business partner, the potential business partner, and of course we can find them also among the members of VCCI, for example.
According to a survey of Asian investment environment that Delegate of German Industry and Commerce in Vietnam has conducted since 2014, 60% of German companies plan to increase its staff and 70% of German companies confirmed to have high expectations for continued growth in 2015. Bibron is one among them.
We are present here in Vietnam since as early as 1990. So this is showing you already that we have a very sustainable business approach. We as B. Braun, we are further developing our business here in the country. Within the next 5 to 7 years, we are planning to invest more than $270 million in our facilities here in Hanoi. Expanding our business and the operations here in the country will also mean that we will create more than 1,300 additional new jobs with this investment, which will benefit directly then also the Vietnamese society.
In recent years, forums and seminars on economic cooperation between Vietnam and Germany have consistently been held in major cities of the two countries. Most recently, during the Asia-Pacific Week, from May 18 to May 29 in Berlin, Vietnam Embassy in Germany organized a seminar with a title, Vietnam, a Destination for German Investors, had attracted a broad participation of businesses from both countries.
German companies are very interested in these kind of events. That's why they continue to take part in these kind of operations. They get the chance to meet business people on the Vietnamese side that they don't have such easy access to if they would do it all by themselves. So it's very much appreciated that we do that, and my impression is, or our impression is, that the view on the Vietnamese side is similar.
With 40 years of diplomacy and cooperation, Germany and Vietnam have close relationships in many fields, especially in economics. Germany is one of the largest trade partners for Vietnam in Europe. German organizations in Vietnam, such as the GIC, German Trade and Investment, GTAI, are playing its role in building connections between the businesses of the two countries to promote cooperation in the coming time.
In the context of international integration, many foreign investors are coming to Vietnam, including German businesses. So let me ask you, what are the most important factors in connecting Vietnamese businesses together in order to improve their competitiveness and also to connect Vietnamese businesses with international businesses in an effective way?
I think these success factors are always very individual. I think every company, yeah, they have to identify their own attractive factors why to invest in Vietnam, for example. It's one thing, especially for German investors, is very important. It's to find a skilled and well-educated labor force. And I think this is a very important factor because you can find all over the world you will always find another country which is cheaper, as Vietnam or as Myanmar or Bangladesh and so on and so on. But it's very hard to find a country with really a skilled labor force and where is it possible to set a modern production process, for example.
The similarity between Vietnam and Germany is the scale of businesses. They are mostly small and medium-sized enterprises. So can you share more with us some experience in connecting Vietnamese businesses?
I mentioned also before that this is pretty unknown that more than 95% of all German companies are small and medium companies. And of course everybody knows Siemens, Metro, B. Braun maybe, but small and medium companies and the hidden champions, we call them hidden champions because they are very specialized and they are active in a very specialized segment. And in this segment they are very often the world leader and really the hidden champion worldwide. And to bring them, especially with their resources, human resources, capital resources, they are of course limited comparing with big companies. And to bring them with their resources in a very special segment, in a country like Vietnam. And this is really our challenge. And this is what we try and also to combine with Vietnamese companies.
As far as we know, apart from organizing fairs and seminars in Vietnam, GIC has actively engaged in taking Vietnamese businesses to Germany in order to promote investment and trade between the two countries. So let me ask you, what are the opportunities that Vietnamese enterprises will get from these activities?
For Vietnamese companies, basically Germany is very interesting for all the industries. And for all the industries and also for all the business goals. So as an investment location, as a sourcing market, and of course also as a distribution market. And I think here every company, they have to find their own purpose. They have to identify, to clarify this before very carefully. And then is the very first step often, and it's a good combination between the price and also the potential results to make the first step at a trade fair in Germany. Maybe in the first year to go to a trade fair, for example, to Messe Berlin or Messe Düsseldorf as a visitor, maybe in the second year as an exhibitor, and maybe in the third year as a potential investor or really to develop a sustainable business.
On the other hand, in Vietnam, every year there are a lot of trade fairs and international investment promotion programs. But actually, these programs have not been really effective. From your experiences, what can Vietnam do in order to improve the efficiency of those trade fairs and promotion programs, and also to increase the connection between Vietnamese and international businesses?
The key to have a success and to increase effectivity is a good preparation. So not only to go there to a trade fair and to take part and to be there and to wait, maybe the potential customer or an interesting business partner is come along. So you have to identify the potential business partners before, and you have really to be well prepared for this participation on the trade fair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marco Vander, for joining our program today. And we hope that in the future there will be more and more opportunities for GIC to confirm its connecting role between Vietnamese and German enterprises. That's it we have for today's program. For comment and feedback, don't hesitate to write to us at shangvietnam@netvietttv.net. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.